Assalamu alaikum, Imam Tariq.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How's it going this morning?
It's going.
All right. Did
It's
you
going.
did you did you get your 3 miles in yesterday?
Oh, yes, sir, I did. Almost three and a half.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, look, the sister came up with a good idea though. A Zoom walk together across the country.
Ah, yeah.
That would be pretty.
That
That would
would
be
be
pretty.
interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I know it won't be in the next 3 days with me because it's getting ready to jump back down in the mid 20s here.
Oh
It's
wow.
about
Okay.
2 days. So that's gonna shut
Okay.
me down all day because even during the daytime, it'd be too cold for me to walk. And
Mm-hmm.
I think it's well when it get too cold for me, I have to urinate a lot.
Yes. That
Yeah,
is that is a common thing. I found that out as I couldn't figure out why. I was getting up in the middle of the night
yeah,
when it was cold. So I actually asked my doctor about it, and he said, "Yeah, body regulation, body regulates itself that way."
yeah, yeah. And it's not trying to come out, trying to move all them layers of clothes. so my over the what when was this? Was it for Thanksgiving? My brother and my niece and I think two of her children, we teamed up together and went to our hometown. And so they had jokes. I get back, I look at my little bag I had with my prayer rug in it and some more stuff. She done put a diaper in there.
Oh my
Because they
goodness.
as a joke, come out because we don't need to be stopping. I said,
Uh,
man, y'all got
yeah.
me good on that one. Y'all have got me
Hey,
good on that
all I can tell them is if they are truly blessed, their time will come.
one. Yeah. Yep. Because man, it's been so. I know one time, and it's been a while since I walked on the beach, and then to go to the bridge to take us from Biloxi to Ocean Springs.
Hmm.
And there's no places really for you to if you have to urinate. So, but once you come off on that beach a little bit, there's some bushy areas, some little trees and stuff. Man, I come off that sidewalk, went down there behind them trees, and I let it out, man. Man. Yeah. So, but yeah, that happened every when the cold season start coming in.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, that
Uh,
is that is a constant. And that's one of the ways I'm telling you, it's nothing to be embarrassed about because
I'm not.
that just means you're healthy.
Yeah, and then not only that, when I know it, I say, well, I know what I do. I walk to where I could pass this McDonald's at, and I go in there. And then one way I go, I told this African American brother, I said, brother, I hope you don't mind from time to time. I said, when I'm passing here, I appreciate it if you let me use your restroom because when it get cool, I have to urinate a lot. He said, brother, man, come on and do what you got to do. You know?
Hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, Imam Bia.
Walaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, I
Mm.
see my brother Raheem is here.
Brother Rahim was the first one in the house, brother.
Yes,
Boy, he
sir.
don't play, do
Assalamu
he?
alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Walaikum
salam,
salam.
Rahim. My apologies, brother, for not acknowledging that.
Welcome.
I didn't hear what you said. Imam Tariq, what did you say?
I was apologizing to Brother Rahim because when I chimed in, I didn't acknowledge. I said Assalamu alaikum, but I should have made a point to mention his name. So I was
Oh,
asking
okay.
him, expressing my apologies to him for that.
Yeah, Raheem is a good friend. I've been knowing him for a long time, man. And his brother is the convener of sure the masjid.
Mhm.
Okay. Alhamdulillah.
And Raheem's been in various business efforts over the years, and he always come to me as an accountant. So I was telling him, about our efforts at Graceline, what we're doing, and he's interested. He's got some experience in insurance,
Mm.
Okay.
which is right down Brother Edwards' line also. So I invited him on to learn about Graceline. He wants to get some information. And Raheem, go ahead and tell him about yourself.
Yes, sir. Retired from the retired from the military. I've worked in both mental health as a counselor, and I worked in community development for Duplin County here in North Carolina. I was the CEO for that for about 6 years, and I eventually got involved in the insurance business, and it's been uh, somewhat a roller coaster. Um, I'm, I can't say that I'm proud that I learned a lot about insurance and annuities and different financial plans, trading the markets. I know that pretty well, and
Good.
I was one of the first. Well, I, I'm the only minority that ever had a mass mutual insurance here in my city.
Mm.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And believe me, it took me 6 months just to get clearance, and I think I know why. And just like you know why, it took me 6 months to get clearance.
Well,
Just
when you say 6 months to get clearance, you mean as far as passing the state exams
no, sir,
or
no, sir, no, sir. They, ju-
what do you
they
mean?
just they just kept bumming around, bumming around.
So
Mass,
the
mass
general agent for Mass Mutual would not process all of your paperwork so you
would
could
not
sell?
would not process my paperwork, and the thing
Wow.
is, is I would we would have meetings, and sometimes the meetings would be canceled, just abruptly canceled. But um, guess what? I still have the contract.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
That's great. That I've never heard of that happening, and I'm sure it happens. I
Oh,
you know
sure. This is the South.
I just I can't even imagine that a man whose part of his income is based on the agents under his wing producing. The more agents you have under your wing producing, the more money you make as a general agent, right? I would never, if I was in that position, I don't care if I was the most racist person on earth. I would want to see if that man could produce and make me some money. I really would. That had to be a really ugly man.
Yeah, well, one of the first things he told me was to try to go to the black community and try to sell. I said, listen here. I said, I didn't grow up like that. I says, my father was a baseball coach and he catered to all people.
Hmm.
So that's the way that I look at things in life. If there's an opportunity that can benefit me, I guess what it can benefit someone else too.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, man, I'm sorry that happened to you, but I'm glad you persevered.
That's okay. That's okay. Because I'm hardcore. I'm tough. I was raised by my grandmother on a farm, and I can handle anything.
All right. Assalamu alaikum, brother Rabbani. Rabbani, you're on mute if you're trying to engage with us. But glad to have you here this morning. Enjoyed you yesterday. So we'll give it about 2 or 3 more minutes and then we'll formally open this morning.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just got on. I just overheard you all talking about a mule. I think it was a mule.
Well, it's more about no, it's Mass Mutual. You hit that EMU.
Yeah,
We'll get
a
you up to date
mule.
on that
No, no,
Mass Mutual.
I know what I was saying.
Oh, you're talking about that mule that was standing in the middle of the road and wouldn't let the brother pass?
Exactly. Oh, we know how to handle them. We were raised to be mule trainers.
That's true. That is true. And he was raised on a farm. So he says. So I know he know how to train that mule.
Oh yeah, punch him straight in his head.
That's funny. That is funny.
Oh boy, I'm live life.
So we're waiting on Imam Talib and Brother Omar. I hope will both be with us shortly. So we've got our webinars coming up. I mean, it's just right over the horizon now. I mean, January 2026. It's just almost here. Be right upon us
Okay.
here shortly.
Hmm.
Imam Tariq gave us a great introduction and promotion yesterday on his program.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
So we need to, hopefully when they're both here and we've got a finished product, we need to talk about exactly how we're going to do the marketing, placement and which audiences that we want to go after first. But we will see. Well, let's go ahead, Imam Adam, if you will open us up formally this morning.
Yes. Yes, sir. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
I mean, all right, fantastic. So, Rabani, when's your next trip abroad?
Probably 3 weeks from now, inshallah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
heard you talking yesterday about your daughter, and
Yeah. Oh man.
she lives in Medina.
No, she told me, she said, once I get the opportunity, I like to go to Medina. And then she's thinking about buying a house there.
Okay.
So, so that uh, family, if they decide to, it's the income producer too, see. So
Mm-hmm.
when she's there, she has a, she has an agent that can, like a, uh, what's it, like a bread and breakfast type thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, but we're looking at something like that, you know, six bedrooms, 5 baths. So,
Not bad. Okay. Because that is a definitely a tourist destination for sure.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
So, but she just like she loves the tranquility, the peace and tranquility of Medina.
Mm-hmm.
And since they have just about every franchise that we have here, but halal. And all the infrastructure, you know. I guess that's the same thing that my man uh, Khalid Amin has found,
Okay.
as the 1,000 paper seller from New York.
1,000 paper seller.
A week, yeah. I mean, them brothers into it then, man. I'm telling you, every week, you know, they had a system. So, so, so when he went to school, he was going to school in Medina, no, in Mecca. I'm sorry, at Jamatul El Qura, you know, and the Mahad Lugo Arabiya, Mahad, that's the language school. And then he transferred there to to study in the various areas of Quran at the, excuse me, I was just trying to shoot something, at the uh, Haram al-Sharif. So he was going to school there. And Mecca was not like it is now. Boy, it was rough back then. Mosquitoes would eat you up, man. But I stayed with him for a few days, and, until I got my apartment. Yeah. But we had a good time. I mean, it was always a good time in Mecca. Even when some brothers come for Hajj or Umrah, they would come and visit us. Stop by and sleep in the living room, or we get accommodations for them and everything. Cook, fix food for them. Just a real nice. And that would be the first time I would meet a lot of those brothers from different parts of the country.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be enjoyable
Yeah,
for
sharing
sure.
stories, uh, and some from different different various different types of what we call, I don't know whether we call it that, uh, their perception of Islam, method. So you got to know how that played out. But it was wonderful.
Assalamu alaikum, brother Omar.
Walaikum assalam.
So how are we doing on our final preparations for the webinar?
Yeah, so I am creating the web page now for the download. So I got to once I get finished with this step today, I'm going to test. I'm going to create some test codes, and I'm going to test the whole workflow and see if I need to tweak things, because there are going to be some, emails that acknowledge receipt of registration, payment, as well as sending out the access code to access the PDF and then the download of the PDF. So I need to check those workflows. So I'll be doing that today.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, you and Adam, you guys got together as far as getting the banking information in
Yes, I'm
there.
get with him this either today or this week after I check all the workflows and make
Okay.
sure everything is working because that's the last step I do is the payment.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, because the only thing you have to do is just enter the bank information and then basically it works. Um, and then you do a test to make sure that you could do like a test field to make sure that it processes the account and all that kind of stuff. So we'll do that today or this coming up week.
Okay. Sounds like a plan that will work. It's very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, I don't know what you guys have done for the past few days, but um, I haven't done a whole bunch except enjoy family and eat a lot of food. Very good food, by the way. So,
Yeah.
um, the webinar is the biggest piece that we have coming up, the series of webinars. We don't we don't have a tremendous amount of other things that that are pressing us at the moment, as far as completion or to stay on top of. I mean, I think Imam Talib is still doing some investigation on some of the smaller credit unions that we might take a look at as far as either absorbing those credit unions or doing something and this, I'm giving this for Brother Rahim. We're looking at some credit unions in areas of the country that we have some numbers ourselves as a community to look at some of those credit unions, maybe of taking them over or doing an integration with their board that gives us some level of control of the direction, business direction of that particular credit union. That has been presented to us in the past as a viable option alongside, starting a brand new credit union. So we're definitely again in the phase of investigating that, and we'll see where that goes. Um, but I mean those are that's where we're at, and the floor is open really for any other questions or information sharing or anything that anyone wants to talk about this morning, or questions. Always open for questions.
Uh,
Assalamu alaikum to everyone.
Well,
Just
walaikum
giving the
assalam,
greeting.
sister.
Martha Nyla here.
Nice to hear your voice, sister.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Traveling. I'm traveling, not physically, just traveling through the through the Quran. It's a journey, I tell you.
Endless, for sure.
Endless. Yeah.
Brother Rahim, are there any questions that you have? I know you've spoken with Adam, and Adam would probably fill you in uh, quite a bit. But do you have any questions about what we're doing, direction that we're moving, um, anything of that nature that we might be able to talk about this morning?
Yeah, she just mentioned the direction that you're headed in. So have you partnered with any of those credit unions yet?
We haven't. So our direction has been, I would say, really almost 100% in the direction of starting something from the ground up. And Part of the obviously part of the reason for that is our inclination as a faith-based credit union effort of wanting to do things a certain way that really, yes, would benefit a very broad spectrum of people, but definitely is pointing toward benefiting our community. So in doing that, there are some hurdles as far as a full integration with someone else who's been moving in a different direction. Not that it can't be done, and not that it would not be beneficial to those parties and even the people that they're serving. But there's always that question of absorbing what they've been doing, integrating the way that you want to go, especially in the area of like lending, interest rates, and different things like that, that are, I would say that we've come to the conclusion they're probably not as difficult hills to climb as some people would think, but there's still things that would have to be dealt with. All that being said, I think that recent events have probably led us to believe that it's something that can be done and something that can be done with um, less financial investment than the path that we've been on. And that was probably there before, but it simply wasn't as proven a concept. And I'm using that advisedly because there's another group, uh, and one of the Islamic brothers we know, or people in this group know of him, that they've done that. We think. We don't know how far along the process is, but they've taken the initial steps of taking control of a federal credit union simply by taking control of the board of directors of that credit union. We'll learn as we go along how successful they are and how fully integrated and all those things. But it definitely opened the door to a high level of possibility that we could do the very same thing. And we're probably, and this is not to denigrate or in any way anybody else's efforts, but all of the investigation and meetings and different things that we've had, I think that we're probably in a good position having a knowledge base to be able to successfully do something like that and make it work. So that's that part.
Another question. Um, how many um, that are on this panel have banking experience? I'm just asking. And uh, I know that we do know people that are in banking. I know all of us do. I- is there any information that we can extract from them, or are we just ground floor learning as we go?
Both. Yeah. So one of
Yes.
the brothers, he's not with us yet. We did get Rashid Salam was a banker with not Bank of America, but Chase. So he is a part of our group, and he's been away for some time taking classes, but indicated that he would be rejoining us this week. So he's not here yet this morning. He's the only one of us who's been directly involved in this effort that I know that has banking experience, who's worked in a bank, who's a bank manager. I would say this though. Two things. Number one, as I said before, we've had countless meetings, information sessions, and things of that nature with people who know intimately what it takes to create and run a credit union. So we've gained a lot of information that way. The other thing is there's none of us here that want to be inside a bank on a daily basis running that bank. So our inclination is to hire, or in the case that we take over a bank, retain banking professionals to run the day-to-day activities of a bank at our direction. And we're pretty clear on what our directions are. So I think I think that we're prepared from that standpoint of being able to walk in and within a 6 to 9 month period of time have a credit union that is headed in the right direction, managed by people that we've vetted, whether they are retained people or new hires, to have long-term success. And we're trust me, we're not above bringing on third parties to help us with that process. And we have engaged and talked to some of those reputable third parties that would help us in the process of choosing the right people, choosing the right systems, and those type of things that make it a success.
Yes, sir. I'm interested.
Okay. All right. Well, that is good to hear. So, I mean, we try not to put the cart before the horse. So we're still in the process of getting to either one of those beginnings, because they're not conclusions, they would be beginnings. We'll see where it goes, and hopefully, as long as we've been at it, we have a lot of patience, but hopefully we will have an opportunity to actually step into one of those situations in the not too distant future. Be nice. Anything from anyone else?
Yes. Assalamu alaikum. Since we're the first workshop should be what, this 6th of January?
Omar, that's a question for you because I don't have my schedule pulled up for
Wait,
the.
hold on. I got it right in front of me here. Yes, January the 7th.
7th. 7th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Did you want to push it back?
No.
Like, what's your thoughts?
I was just
it-
reiterating that because that's right around the corner.
Right.
That is.
That's, yeah, like 10 days,
Yeah,
roughly.
yeah, about 10 days. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the big thing then, Omar, I mean, you're going to finish up what you need to do and what has to be done. Then from a marketing standpoint,
Right.
do you have any ideas going forward on how we are the best to market this?
Yeah, so I was going to send out like email blasts doing the AM 360, advertise there because I know that is posted to YouTube and people come on later and view that. But I was going to do the email blast with the emails that you shared with me, brother.
Hmm.
I think it was over 300 emails that was shared with me. So I was going to do an email blast that way. Um, Now, I am okay if you all think that we need to push this back, because the only thing we have to do is just change the information on the flyer.
So
If you
as
think
of yet, all this information is internal. So we're the only people that know the schedule.
that is
Right.
correct. That is
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Go ahead, Adam.
well, I mean, definitely we need to make a hard decision before flyers go out.
Right.
Right.
That is correct. That is correct. And I'm okay with whatever the group, decides. This is basically ready to launch. But I hear your concern, Adam, around have we given ourselves enough time to market it, advertise it, etc. I hear you loud and clear. So I am open to what the desire of the group.
So the seventh is a Wednesday, correct? Am I
Right.
correct on that? Okay.
And let me say from my perspective, um, that around that time is when it's like we at the church here Downs, and you hear the bell ring and saying they're off.
For you.
That's me during tax season.
Right. Exactly. So that
So
brings into
you
question
know,
a couple
the
of
only thing
things.
I want to make sure that the um, system's working, that the we input the information for the banking information. Um, you haven't sent me a link, have you? Have you, Omar? Have you?
Not yet. I was looking at it over the weekend, and we have to make. They won't let me assign another user
Oh,
unless we subscribe to Enterprise, right? And Enterprise is very expensive.
well,
Uh,
we don't need another user.
okay,
Can we do a Zoom call and
we can, we
I
can.
look at
Yes,
your
sir.
computer and I say, hey, put this there and whatever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can definitely do that.
But
Yep.
we just had to make sure when we plan for that that we're both available.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Like every time I get stuck on the program, hey, they want to know, can they take over my computer? They be all in my stuff. So I said, I hope this is an honest one, boy, because he sure got me. Yeah, QuickBooks is known for that, boy. They'll do
Yeah.
that. But yeah, we can do it that way. I mean,
Okay.
it's just information
That
and
works.
all right.
I just want to get a feeling, from everyone, if you feel like we need to push this back, um, another week or two. Which is fine. We can launch it in February. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I can rework the dates to reflect that.
Well, I definitely think we should push it back at least a week. That's
Okay.
for sure. Because just the ability to market it, I think a 10-day window is a very small window for marketing.
Okay. All right. So that's what how do everyone else feel? Do you think another week, maybe 2 weeks? I know Imam Adam supports what Edward is suggesting.
Right.
Okay, I'm just gonna take everyone else.
Assalamu alaikum, Martha Nyla here. I'm thinking in my mind here our connection with the Muslim Journal and direct connection with Professor Aisha as she sent things directly to her, and we're just now embarking upon um, providing our weekly advertisement on the page that we've bartered with the Muslim Journal to do so. And we've taken this time because we want to through our collaboration with various organizations, definitely with Graceline. I think I asked that question before. Is it okay to promote by avenues that we use, through the avenues that we use? So that will allow me to to do just the same as you're saying. Send out this week to Muslim Journal, and prayerfully that it will be in the journal on maybe a 2 week delay, given that turnaround time.
Okay. So I hear you loud and clear, Sister Martha, Imam Adam, Brother Edward. Let's push it back 2 weeks. That would give us enough time for, everyone to be able to get their kind of advertisement and marketing strategy together and get that to whatever platforms we are using. I think 2 weeks is a good a good time period to start.
Yeah, that's fine with me because I want us to be able to use all the social media platforms as well. And I want us to be able to send this out for announcements to as many masjids in our community as we have information, contact information for.
Yes, sir. That sounds good. So I will change the flyer dates to reflect exactly what we're talking about. Get that out to everyone, and then just lift that up to Imam Talib, so that when he prints the flyers, he's ready. That information, the updated information could be shared with, because I know he was physically going to be passing out flyers in the DC area.
Okay.
So make sure we get that information to him timely.
Okay.
And have we considered study al-Islam's
Study out
platform?
exactly.
Does everybody
AM
know?
60. I know Sister Martha is talking about Muslim Journal. Yep. I think 2 weeks will give us a good buffer.
Does anyone have contact with study al-Islam's platform?
I can reach out to Sister Marsha.
Okay.
Next. Yeah.
All right. That'll be good. Good. Because they have a active database.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
And if the information, if our flyers and everything can go across multiple media, which means I guess some of it needs to be JPEG, PNG, obviously some of it's PDF.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know to go on Facebook and Instagram, and I want to say, well, I think LinkedIn is pretty flexible. But even if we wanted to send, it doesn't matter if we send something and ask people to, if we're just asking people to announce it at Juma, it doesn't matter which format it's in. They
Yeah.
should be able to.
That's right. Would it be helpful to everyone if I put an email together with suggested language, and those attachments that you are mentioning, Edward, the PDFs, PNGs, JPEGs, etc. Would that be helpful to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, all of that will help. I mean, it'll help all of us in our own individual channels to be able to promote it as well. Because there's a lot of people, when I think about this, I do think about our community, but I think outside of our community as well. There are a lot of people that need this information. And some of them are sympathetic to the Islamic community, and I want to give them an opportunity to be a part of this. Because this has nothing to do directly just with Islam. This has to do with everybody's life.
Right.
Okay, anything else? All right. I mean, guys, if there is nothing else, I am going to say that we should go and enjoy our Sundays. And that being the case, Imam Tariq, there's no objection. I'm going to ask you to close us out this morning.
Thank you. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Our Lord is so good upon us in this life and good in the life to come and save us from the torment of the fire. Ameen.
Amen.
Assalamu alaikum.
Ameen.
Walaikum
Alaikum
assalam.
assalam.
Thank you all for being here and your contributions. And I want you to have a wonderful, incredibly beautiful day.
Likewise. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Edward, can you
Yes,
hear me?
yes, yes, sir.
Let me just say that Sister Martha, are you familiar with Imam Farrakhan in Atlanta?
I am. I'm familiar with him.
You are. Okay. You
Yes.
might want to send him some information on it, okay?
Yeah, I will. Definitely.
Because he was interested in what we were doing, and they had been working on something and haven't made much progress, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so we had a conference, a mini conference last week, talk to get some information concerning what should be, how we should promote Imam W.D. Muhammad's Metab, you see. So one of the things that we were talking about while we were sitting at the table was I had mentioned the credit union. And he had mentioned and said that they had been trying to work on the credit union for the last few years. So you might want to contact him and speak about what we're doing with the presentation and with the that we're planning for uh, late February, January, and
Okay.
see if we'd be interested in that. Because he said he has a
Okay.
lot of people that have been working on it. So obviously they have some people who are experienced in Atlanta is a big place, a great place for people who are in the different universities, um, Morehouse and Spelman, to
Right.
um, attract young people who might be interested in that business aspect, you see. So, and then I have some people over in Ethiopia who might want to use that information also. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's got, because it's a very attractive package, you know,
Right. Right.
and that's why it's very and innovative, and not only that, but addresses the needs of our people and people who are challenged financially and economically. So we should be able to attract some attentiveness, I would say, to this particular issue in the next month or
Okay.
two. All right. And I'll
Yeah.
try my
Yes.
best. I'll try. Last time I said I was going to try to get in touch with Dr. Ali, but I failed to
Mm-hmm.
do that. So I'll try my best to do it this week, inshallah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I'm still sending him invitations for every Sunday meeting for all of our meetings.
Mhm.
He's on my mailing list. So,
I want to call. I
um,
want to talk to him. That's what
okay.
I want. I want to say,
All right, brother.
and see if we could work out something that we can be consistent.
Hey, tell him we're just Ansari. We're just helpers. We're not trying to take over anything.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's enough load on these pack animals, boy, that you
Right,
don't need
exactly.
another
Right.
load on another. You know,
We just trying to
and
help you make it up the hill. We get you
I
to the
think
top of the hill, we'll be good.
then, Sister Nala, you have to uh, get more sisters involved. Okay, uh, from my experience. You need to get more sisters involved in this because they have it's almost like a inclination for matters of this nature, which would be more uh, affecting the household. You know, so
Yes.
you might want
And we're
to
working on that
mention that.
as of Friday. We were declaring that. I've noticed that, and maybe it's a habitual historical the residue, but we're working on it.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Because sisters keep a little fire under your feet.
Allahu Akbar.
That's their
We
job.
invite everyone to listen to last night's town hall. It actually went 4 hours until we just had to
Oh,
say, okay, let's just stop here. We were discussing Surah 2, ayat 30 through 36. We really got into it by
uh-huh.
Allah's blessing. But
Hmm.
yes,
Okay. All right.
Okay, so that's every Saturday
yes,
night
every
or
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yes, from 6 to 7 p.m. is what is scheduled for the town hall, but we
Okay.
found ourselves at 4 hours.
That's wonderful. Mhm.
That is. I have to go listen to as much as that as I can. I have to do probably have to do it in segments.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. And you can
Yeah.
and assess it and give us some feedback too, please.
Well, I
Okay. All
mean,
right.
Surah 2 is foundational. I mean, when you're
Yes.
talking about building
Yes.
family and community life, man, Surah 2 is foundational. So
Hmm.
you can,
Right.
I think, what was it? There's some hadith that was it Abu Bakr said that
Mm.
he studied that surah for 10 years,
Mm.
just trying to understand
Mm.
it.
Yeah. These are swords you got to put into action.
Yeah,
You know.
You've got to.
You can memorize it. You can memorize it, but that's where the mishaps come in. You see, you
hmm
might be in Asia
Mm-hmm.
and you got a whole another different set of circumstances, or you
Right.
might be in West Africa or Nigeria, to be specific. Now, you see, with all of the because these other people are studying how to undermine the people by uh, actually doing all kinds of different shenanigans, and that's why it's important to practice. You know, practice is the key, but practice in a way that's pleasing and consistent with what Muhammad the Prophet, peace be upon him, uh, laid down for the best life for that particular environment. You know,
hmm
so
Mm-hmm.
that's where the meta. So that's why you have people saying, "Oh, Imam Muhammad said this, and Imam Muhammad said that. He didn't mean this, and he didn't mean that." No, you know, uh, it's food for thought and then action. It's just not thought, thinking. Now you have to act on what you believe, you know.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
and
Chewing the
we're
curd.
not
You
in
got you can't keep regurgitating.
exactly. Yeah, you know, the
Alhamdulillah.
cow. That was the scholars, you know. The scholars, the cow, and that's the way cow he well uh uh I said Edward knows about cattle down in Texas. So if you sit there and look at the cow and say, "Oh, okay, I got that idea. Let me go and put this into correspond with the second chapter and then the uh, chapter on the cattle, you know, and all these are
hmm
connected. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And these are communities. Cattle is a community, just like
Right.
sheep, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's a
Oh,
business.
well,
Actually, cattle. The cattle is an industry,
mm-hmm.
huge industry. You know. So we
I,
we and I was saying that when I'm when I'm planning to go to Ethiopia probably in the third, like I said, the second or third week in January. And I'm working with the orphan boys who know how to make leather goods.
Mm.
So somehow we could tie in, and that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm gonna try to tie in our community with the orphan boys who know how to make leather products, and that might just be something that will be unique to our community. So once we get there, I got 10 computers that I'm taking over there to them.
Wow.
Four for girls and four for the boys. That's four. That's
Eh,
eight. And then I have one for one of the girls that's struggling to stay in school. So I'll give her that she lives right down the hallway from where I am staying, you know. So, you know, these are the resources, uncovered
mhm.
resources
Yes.
that
Yeah.
Eh,
we have to tie in and tap into,
Right.
you see.
what is the? I apologize, Professor. What is the
Mhm.
foundation? Not the foundation, but the connection for contribution to your.
Okay.
Please.
Well, for me, I always tell them just send it to me because I you know it'll get there.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
can send you the flyer for the institute, the facility that's working through the government to house the orphans and the cancer children. The cancer children only 2, 3, 4 years old, 5 years old, but the orphan
Mm,
orphan children are in their teens, in their middle teens and their late teens. So
okay. So we just send
and
it to
then
you. Your Cash App. Is
yes,
that it?
yeah, send it to me because I just got 500 from Imam Nassif in Charlotte for
Okay.
because I'll use that money to not only uh, for educational purposes and for food, you know, because they need to, you know,
Yeah.
you
Whatever
can't
it
study
is.
in the army. Exactly. But
I mean,
right now,
so is
you
it just?
can't trust anybody now. You know,
Mm.
you can't trust anybody because everybody got a
Is it?
game. You know.
Is it
Go
just to
ahead.
you? I'm asking.
Say it
Is
again.
it just to your name? My Wi-Fi is acting. Is it just to your
Okay.
name? Cash App to your name?
Not see if you can uh, use the uh, the one I use is the one Zelly on
Zelly.
the and
Okay. Zelly.
uh,
All
yeah.
right.
Just my email or my phone number. You know, is good.
Okay.
That way I know I
Okay.
get it, and then and nobody in between. They ain't taking nothing out, so forth and so on. You know,
Okay.
so that's how I
Alhamdulillah.
keep telling them. And then and then I'm gonna try to match it. You know, I'm gonna try to match it. So you do it, I'll try to match it too. So we could
Yes.
have, you know, so that's a, um, and I don't like to use I mean, I know the hadith, but I don't like to use it to market certain things, you know? I just don't feel right for me, you know. I know what it says in Quran, but the intention is more important than you you know, messing your life up, you know, fooling around trying to, you know, use it to gain a position or capital. Mm-mm. Let's do it right, you know. So but anyway, that's the one of the purposes of my going there. And then I'm also going there uh, to do some research for my daughter concerning the hair product that she has been bringing from uh, two places that grow hair. It actually grows hair. My daughters, I have three daughters. Now, my first daughter, she had pretty long hair. The second, her hair was, shoulder. And then my third daughter, she had, her hair was about the same as the first. And then they started using this one particular product that some Somali women made up in a jar. So she gets that particular product and brings it to the States and start using it. All of the three girls, and I couldn't believe it. My daughter's hair now is down to the top of her rear end, all three. And I said, "Now, how that happened?" Because we have you have in your family people in one side of the family, their hair is very thick and long, but in the same with the same mother, the next one was kind of short, but okay. So that's when I saw that, I said, "Wait, how did you get your hair?" Because I said, we don't do no wigs around here. You know that, right? She said, "No, this is the real thing here." I said, "Okay, well, what is it?" So now I'm trying to discover the ingredients and then get chemical a chemical analysis of the ingredients and start another product availability in Abyssinian platinum. You see, so that way, this is how we're talking about our project. In terms of money and developing. This is a natural connection. I mean, I didn't go out looking for products that grow African American women's hair. It could be any hair. It could be Caucasian hair if that's what they want. But the African American, right in my family, what I see, all right, what I see, seeing is believing to a degree. But that's the thing that I'm doing. Of course, I got to see my guys for my black seed oil. But those are the things that connecting with uh, Muslims, traffic. That's the Quran says, traffic and trade among yourselves. All right. Now that's as clear as you can get. But you got to know. You got to go out. You got to get in. You got to get into the world in order to find out what's in the world. You say I, I am. But I said something yesterday. Jesus Christ said, "I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world." You know. So that's the situation. So if you could get it to Zelle in Bank of America, that's great. And because, like I said, I plan to leave in these 3 weeks from now. Inshallah.
Okay, I'm trying to compute it right now.
Okay. And anybody else who want to contribute to that, they'll have they'll have it recorded at Bank of America, and they can use it for their tax write-off if that's their thing. A lot of people, is it a tax write? I said, look, if you're gonna donate, you'll get the benefits in this life and they after. So the tax write-off some of the sins that we be committing, huh? That's your tax write-off. So anyway, I'm not gonna hold up everybody. So Edward,
Yes, sir.
you okay? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let you all go and enjoy your weekend. And if there's anything else, just give me a call or email me.
Okay,
And
definitely.
okay.
And you
Sister
enjoy
Nala, thank you
yours.
very much.
You enjoy
Yeah, I'm
yours
gonna
most
sit here.
most of all. You enjoy
I'm gonna sit
yours.
up here and see some of these football games and get back to
All
my
right.
work.
All right, brother.
Okay. All right. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Sister Martha.
Alaikum assalam. I wish I could be watching that football. Alhamdulillah.